My name is Larry Castillo with Castillo Insurance. We're known as the CIA. Been doing insurance for 33 years. It's going to be 34 years in July. Jeez, that was a long time ago. We're going to be talking about insurance for the rental industry. The last session was on indoor. Some of you came early and sat through that. We'll be talking about the exposures you have and what it has as far as an effect on your insurance policy rates, and what to look for as far as claims and how it's going to affect you. All right. Nobody's ever going to get sued, but in case you do, there's only one thing to remember today. Today's presentation, there's only one thing you need to remember. You can't be a little bit pregnant. You either are or you're not. You can't think you are. You either are or you aren't. You're either covered or you're not. You either buy the right insurance coverage or you don't have the coverage. You can't wish it to be there. So we're going to explain what type of coverages you have, what kind of coverages you need to have, and why you need to have those coverages. The hard facts to deal with. My assistants look like this. You want assistants like that to deliver your equipment, but you end up with guys that look like that. Am I right? I have it pretty damn good. As you can tell, my ladies, they got it going on. All right, this class will cause mood swings. You'll be very upset. You will say cuss words you haven't said in 4 or 5 weeks, and you're probably going to drink heavily. It does cause you to drink. The facts and the data that we share today are going to get you upset, and I wish I got a percentage of the bar tab at the end of the night. Everybody has a waiver, right? I'm going to have you guys sign a waiver too, because I don't want you to say that I didn't tell you something or I told you the wrong stuff. So I'm going to have you sign a waiver, and you're going to sign the bottom of it like everybody else does, and they have no idea what the heck they're signing. But the world of waivers, we'll talk about that also, how long you need to keep them and what they do. All right, we're going to review claims in the inflatable equipment rental world, the causes of those incidents, and we're going to talk about what insurance coverages you should have and why. Everybody says, I just need a certificate of insurance. I just need that stupid piece of paper. We're going to talk about that stupid piece of paper. We're going to identify what that certificate is and why you keep getting asked for one every time you have a park or rental. All right, let's look at what's going to ruin your business. A mall in Cutler Bay, Florida, 12-month-old boy, head injuries when he fell 2 to 3 feet from a mechanical kiddie ride. He died. A week later. 8-year-old, minor injuries when he fell from a mechanical swing. No apparent malfunction, supposedly, said the fair spokesman. Child's size was not thought to be a contributing factor. Do we let kids too small go on just to be nice guys? 14-year-old girl is injured when the slide ripped. She fell through it. Do we have some old equipment maybe that we shouldn't have in inventory anymore? Probably so. Fractured arm, bruised hip bone, and a concussion. She fell 26 feet. She must have been on the top. Texas, 17-year-old boy is left partially paralyzed when he did backflip. Landed on his neck. How many people have done a backflip in the bounce house? You guys lie. I know a bunch of you guys have already tried it, because I did it. We rented bounce houses for our kids. They brought it, this is like 20, 25 years ago. They brought it set up on a concrete slab, did not tie it down, did not tell us how to operate it. We had 20, 25 people there and about 15 kids, and there was a little bit of alcohol consumed. And as soon as the kids got done getting all hot and sweaty, they jumped in the pool and all the adults jumped in the bounce house. We had 6 or 8 people. My compadre was like 350 pounds. And I am like 200 pounds at the time before my wife started feeding me really good. And we were doing flips and back flips, and we had like 6 or 8 people, and the whole thing fell over. And we're piled on top of each other, laughing like hell. Anything you can do in a bounce house or a slide, I think I've already done it. So when I talk to the insurance companies about insuring this stuff, don't worry about that. The worst thing they'll do is paralyzed or something. So I've probably done everything stupid that you can do in all these dumb rides. All right, here's some pictures that have potential claims happening to them. I want you guys to identify them with me. Top left, dad with his 2 kids. See that kid's leg? that kid's leg will be broke before she gets to the end of that slide. Innocent. Dad trying to take care of him. The rental operator got sued because they allowed it to happen. Kids all bouncing around together, coming down a slide. Happens all the time. If you don't control it, the claims will come. Kids coming the wrong way, jumping up and down, very innocent, but if they get hurt, what happens? It's you. Mom, right there. Look at the picture, folks. Picture says 1,000 words. Why is her butt up off the slide? Because she jumped from the top. What happens on the second bounce? Higher, baby goes off. Loses control of the baby. Bunch of kids bouncing around in a bounce house, normal. Get carried away, kids start hitting heads. Here you see adult pushing child up the slide. How many kids going up that slide at once? Starts out as fun, somebody ends up getting hurt. You are in the kid business, whether you want to admit it or not. You cannot win in court because of a kid. Everybody knows about these pictures. They were all over the internet. Apparently weren't tied down. Blow it away. Weren't tied down correctly. Inflatable went flying 40 feet in the air with an 11-year-old boy inside it. The bystanders stabbed it with knives, deflating it. And then as it flipped over, hurt a bunch of people. Arizona, 2 girls tossed out of an inflatable castle. Gust of wind carried at least 100 feet. One ended up on the roof of a house. Head injuries. Carnival, 3 children injured when a gust of wind topples a castle. Wasn't tied down correctly. Elementary school, California, 5 children when a gust of wind knocks over a slide. There's only one explanation, folks. If a slide falls over, wasn't secured correctly. If it blows away, wasn't secured correctly, or the wind came up and nobody knew what to do in case the wind comes up. Festival, 4 children suffered, slide collapsed. Too many children on the slide, no adult supervision at the time of the accident. Biggest cause of incidents. New York, 17 people. Once they hit the ground and started rolling over people, people got injured. One was critical. Of course, the company said that all of them were anchored properly. Famous last words. 8 children at an elementary school, slide falls over. Landed on asphalt. Do you set up a slide on asphalt? That's where they want it. Sure. 6 children stuck by parts of the traction when it blew away, wrapped it around a light pole. 5 children injured on an inflatable slide when a wind gust comes up. Another California one. Bounce house blown in the air by a sudden gust of wind. Blew across lanes of traffic before it landed on the side of the road. Can you imagine a bounce house taking out a car, causing an accident? 3 or 4 cars pile up because it wasn't secured correctly. Who'd that come against? Person that set it up. 5-year-old boy killed. This was a bad one. Tents became dislodged because they were inadequately fastened down. An air conditioner fell and killed this little kid. The bad part is they got hit for negligent setup, lack of safety inspection, code violations. According to the tent manufacturer's instructions, they needed to be pitched and staked individually, secured with 4 pegs at the corners. They used prison labor to install because it was cheaper. Properly installed, 60 mile an hour, the winds were only 48. Illinois man, 100 people were hurt when the winds came up, obviously winds. Tent collapse, shattered the aluminum poles. 200 people were underneath, about 100 were treated for injuries. 17 went to a hospital. Wind is not your friend in this industry. Costs a lot of money. to protect you and defend you. So you think it won't happen to you guys, right? Never going to happen to me. We've been doing this for years. Think again. Number one thing that you have to remember in this presentation today, you can't be a little bit pregnant. You either have the right coverage or you don't. Anybody?